Which coffee maker are you using right now, and what is your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Mr. Coffee 12 Cup. Best simple coffee maker. Mr. Coffee 12 Cup is basically a coffee brewing machine with all the features but with a budget price. It's interesting to see how Mr. Coffee has managed to keep the price down while providing greatly brewed coffee with great consistency. With an automated cleaning cycle and ease of use, it's a bargain. The features that this machine offers are pretty surprising for a budget coffee machine. You can choose between the glass carafe or the thermal one. The delayed brew timer is the most useful of all the features, as it allows you to set a timer as to when you want the machine to start brewing coffee, so you can wake up to freshly brewed coffee. There's also a timer that indicates whether your coffee is fresh or not, which is great. The machine works very easily and produces pretty good coffee. It's a common saying that you get what you pay for, and while most times this is true, with the Mr. Coffee 12 Cup, it certainly isn't true. While the brewed coffee is not really hot, it is adequately hot to provide good taste. The manufacturer states that the machine should be cleaned every day, including the filter basket and the carafe, using water and soap, but a more general cleaning should be done after 60 brews. Number 4. Breville Precision Brewer. Best high-end option. The Breville Precision Brewer isn't for everyone's budget, but the price is still reasonable given the capabilities and the build quality of this pour-over coffee maker that's often the first choice of thousands of customers on the market. The Precision Brewer measures 14.2 by 6.7 by 15.7 inches, which makes it not the most compact machine that you can find on the market, since it belongs on the side of machines which are a bit taller than the ordinary ones. Moving on, there are 6 dedicated brewing modes such as Gold, Fast, Strong, Iced, Cold Brew, and one unique My Brew which lets you tailor the flow rate and brewing temperature so that later on you'll have an option to drink a truly personalized coffee. Incredible, right? But that's not all. Thanks to the so-called steep and release technology, the Breville Precision Brewer will hold the water in contact with your grounds in situations where you've selected small volumes without the carafe. Last but not least, this coffee maker is very easy to clean as well. Those who've had a chance to make coffee with this model claim it takes approximately 5 minutes in order to clean the machine, which isn't much at all. So, as you can see, the Precision Brewer is all about convenience. Number 3. Braun BrewSense. Best under $100. The Braun BrewSense KF7150 creates drip coffee every bit as good as gourmet machines that cost 3 times as much. It's also compact, so it won't take up much space on your kitchen counter. Every so often, a product surprises me by performing better than I thought possible. Case in point, the $100 Braun BrewSense KF7150 coffee maker. Judging from its comparatively low price and modest appearance, I assumed this kitchen gadget would lack the chops to whip up pots of excellent drip coffee. Boy, was I wrong. Time after time, the BrewSense KF7150 transformed my lowly test beans into quality Joe, a type I've only coaxed from more expensive drip machines. A rectangular block, 14 inches tall by 8 wide with rounded edges, the BrewSense is lightweight, made from mostly black plastic. Adding a touch of class is a thin skin of stainless steel that covers 3/4 of the coffee maker's chassis. An electric hot plate below it provides warmth to brewed coffee inside the container. You can set the hot plate to operate at different temperatures, low, medium, and high. This arrangement isn't ideal if you don't drink your coffee quickly and often leave it sitting in the pot for hours at a time. It really is one of the best drip coffee makers on the market. Number 2. Ninja CP307 Best Runner-Up. The Ninja CP307 is a coffee maker that brews tasty drip coffee, lattes complete with frothed milk, hot tea, and makes chilled drinks. After all that versatility, this countertop machine can also serve drinks in multiple sizes, ranging from small cups to full carafes. The Ninja is really the first of its kind coffee and tea maker that brews an entire menu of hot and cold drinks, fresh when you want them. You're also able to create cold brew coffee and tea, matcha masterpieces, macchiato-style specialty brews, and more. The system features a programmed brewing system that consistently produces quality drinks using their new advanced thermal flavor extraction automated brewing technology. This method allows the Ninja to know the precise temperatures, correct bloom times, and proper levels of saturation for a wide range of beverage combinations to ensure a great taste for every sip. The Ninja features different modes such as the classic, rich, over ice, specialty, and the new cold brew mode. The over-ice method is not new and continues to operate similarly in the years past. It brews it extra rich since it'll dilute with ice. It brews at similar temperatures as regular coffee. Overall, I'd say it's a pretty good coffee machine. It's not cheap, but you definitely get great value for your money. Number 1. Technivorm Moccamaster 59616. Best all round. The Technivorm Moccamaster KBG reliably brews delicious 10-cup batches of coffee, flaunts an elegant and colourful design, plus has a hot plate that won't scorch your brew. The Moccamaster KBG certainly doesn't fall far from the Technivorm design tree. Just like its cousin, the KBT 741, or almost all of the company's premium Moccamaster devices for that matter, this one flaunts clean lines, sharp angles, and lots of negative space. The liberal use of metal, clear plastic, and to some extent glass, Moccamaster products are some of the most beautiful automatic coffee machines I've ever used. The KBG brews a full 40-ounce pot of coffee in 6 minutes. Coffee is then held in a unique hot plate, which is engineered with a separate independent element that rolls heat into the coffee to ensure an even taste from the first cup to the last drop. The hot plate has 2 settings, giving you the choice to hold your coffee at 175 or 185 degrees Fahrenheit while never burning your coffee. After 100 minutes, the hot plate will automatically turn off. All Moccamaster coffee brewers are handmade in the Netherlands and backed by an industry-leading 5-year warranty. It really is one of the best drip coffee makers in the market. Buying guide. Size. Most coffee makers take up a permanent spot on your countertop, so item size should always be considered before buying. If space is limited, you may need to rule out larger options like espresso coffee machines and certain drip coffee makers. Fortunately, budget coffee makers tend to be more compact. This is in part because items with smaller brewing capacities cost less than ones with larger capacities. Non-electric coffee makers also come in handy for those hoping to save much-needed kitchen space. French presses, AeroPresses, and pour-overs are all usually smaller than drip machines. Grinding capacity. There are 2 types of grinding when it comes to espresso machines, using a built-in grinder or a separate grinder. Espresso machines without built-in grinders will need a separate grinder. There are some articles on the best automatic and manual external grinders if you need them. Only the more expensive super automatic machines will come with a built-in grinder, and if you brew a lot or have a bunch of people using the machine, make sure you get a high-capacity grinder. Convenience. Do you want a nearly hands-off coffee machine experience in the morning? Do you want the coffee waiting for you when you wake up, or is the ritual of brewing coffee something you look forward to? A programmable electric coffee maker can have your coffee ready for you when you wake up. Less automated electric machines might require a little more attention, but still operate with the push of a few buttons. Manual pour-over coffee makers like French press brewers and stovetop espresso pots all require your full attention for that perfect cup. Brewing temperature. The ideal brewing temperature for a pot of coffee is 196 to 205 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you're really into good tasting coffee, you'll want to make sure that you buy a machine that can brew at high heat. Hint, most top-of-the-line machines will list their brewing temps on the box or online. If the info is missing, that might be a sign to